Hello, what is up? Okay, so I said that I would make a tutorial on how to use Sublime Text and maybe some of the shortcut keys, and I'm going to do that, but I'm going to also do it in the context of how to set up your desktop for the optimal programming experience. Now, I'm on an iMac, so this should scale down to a laptop quite fine. Okay, so first things first, let's open up Chrome. No brainer here. Chrome is your browser, and you want to set it over to the right of your screen. I know that sounds childish, but actually it'll help you a lot. I'm going to open up my Finder window and put that over on the left. I'm going to go into Documents, Parsons, Class, and I'm going to open up a website. Okay, so that's my local computer. The next thing I do is open up a tab, and I go to CC Fall 2016, and I open up the same folder on my personal computer. So now I've got up here, server, and up here, personal computer. Then the next thing I do is I have Sublime Text down here in my taskbar, and the reason is because whenever I start to edit a project, I just drag the folder onto Sublime Text. And what I do is I move that over to the left, and I make that the full window. So now I've got Sublime Text over here, my window over here, and the last thing I do is I open up the JavaScript Developer Toolkit. I hold down the Option key and the Command key at the exact same time, and then I hit the letter J, and that pops it up. What I like to do is have it on the bottom of the window, and to do that, you click right here on the three buttons, and you select the bottom layout. And now it's down here. And as I also like to click over into the Elements tab right here. That's going to give me my CSS on the right, my elements on the left, and I can bring this down a little bit. For example, I click on the UL tag. Maybe I want to make the color red. I can try that out. There's the change right there. So this is how I have my window set up. Over here on the left, I've got my open files. If you don't see that, you go to View Sidebar, Hide Sidebar, or View Sidebar, Show Sidebar, and there's that. So I can open up my HTML. Okay, so let's talk about some of the shortcut keys that you might use with Sublime Text. I use the arrows to move around the lines of code. Okay, no brainer there. Let's say I want to get to the last line. Let's say I look at this and it's broken. I go, oh shoot, I didn't put that quote mark over here. And I see it, and so I go down, arrow down to that line. Then I hold down the Command key and I hit the right arrow. And you see that jumps me all the way to the end. Then I can simply move over with the arrow keys and add that in. If I wanted to jump word by word, let's say I was over here, so there I'm at the back, now I do Command left arrow, I jump all the way over. If I hit Option right arrow, I go word by word, word to word to word to word, and this is a really nice way of moving through the words really quickly. And finally, let's say I don't want this line at all, I hold down Command, Shift, and right arrow, and that selects it. Similarly, I can do Command, Shift, and left click, it'll unselect it. And I can hold down the Command key and then hit the / to comment it out. Similarly, when it's highlighted, I can uncomment it. I'm going to show you a couple more really amazing things that Sublime Text does. Okay, let's say you've got Chris, John, Mary, Paul, all these names here, and you're like, oh shoot, I really want these all in quotes. With Sublime Text, you can hold down the Option key and then drag the mouse down, and you'll actually select all of those lines. So when I hit Shift double quote, it puts it all there. Command right arrow moves all the way to the end of all of the words. And you notice that even though they're different lengths of words, it still knows that you're trying to get that cursor to the end of all the words. Again, I can add quotes. I can even put like a comma on there. And then I can hit Escape to jump out of that full selection. And I can delete that last comma. And now I've made a list of names. Let's say you wanted this word to be uppercase. I'm not going to go through all of these things, but Sublime Text has all of these shortcuts inside of the edit menu, like make it title case, so uppercase the first letter of each word, make it uppercase, make it lowercase, swap the case, code formatting, all these sorts of things. So you can kind of figure out your shortcuts that way by looking through the menus and finding the things that you will use. And that's it. That's kind of like the super simple introduction tutorial to Sublime Text and having your window open with the Chrome editor. Okay, thank you.